Okay, so we are doing another DKDKTV explanation video, and this is for, Agust D, DAECHWITA. Now, listen, I know I'm not saying the name correct, but I'm probably going to find out how to say it after watching this video. But yeah, I really enjoyed the last video that I did. The explanation video was brilliant. Yeah, I enjoyed it. So I thought, you know what, before I move on this BTS train and react to more songs, I thought, you know what, let me just watch a video that's explaining some of the songs that I have listened to, because some of these songs are still fresh in my mind, and this is one of my favorite songs as well. So I thought, yeah, you know what, let's just jump into it and check it out. So we've got this explanation by a Korean. All right, so yeah, let's just jump into it. Oh, and before we do, just want to say welcome back, Big Nerd Nation. And yeah, let's just go. Let's just get into it. Okay. Okay. Go make sure everything's right.
Suga has delivered another hard-hitting mixtape titled D2. The first Agust D album, released in 2016, focused on the tough time Suga faced when he was a teenager. Suga's at a very different place now. He's much older and he's much more successful. And this album focuses on the changes of his feelings after becoming one of music's biggest superstars. It's a very honest album, and my personal favorite off of this is the title track, DAECHWITA. It's an ultimate flex track.
What was that? DAECHWITA. Okay, hold on. I didn't go back for that. What the heck did he say? Hold on, wait.
After becoming one of music's biggest superstars. It's a very honest album, and my personal favorite off of this is the title track, DAECHWITA. It's an ultimate flex track / warning / reminder with tons of historical references.
That's one thing that I took from listening to the song, that yeah, it was a flexing song, 100%. Yeah.
Flex track / warning / reminder with tons of historical references, so let's take a look into it.
Yeah, man, I really like this song. Yeah, this video was crazy. Yeah. Oh, I love this song. This is that. Oh, it's so hard.
DAECHWITA is Korean traditional marching music that was played when kings or royalty were moving about or important guests would visit, as well as when army would be marching. There are two main characters in this music video, a King Suga and a bottom class Suga.
Okay.
You can see that the King Suga is a tyrant. He has everyone kneeling down with the faces down in the ground.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I'm saying, oh god, see the visuals, it was symbolizing something. Oh my god. Okay.
He has everyone kneeling down with the faces down in the ground. And he beheads people who have complaints in this scene. You can see the Shinmungo here. People in the Joseon dynasty would hit this drum if they had something that they've been wronged. They'd hit this drum and the king or someone up in the hierarchy would come and sort out their problems. Except here, King Suga is killing the people who have such complaints and issues. But the bottom class Suga, with the help of BTS and army represented by the 6 other men and a woman in the scene, starts a coup. He drives up a car with the men representing BTS and also a cute painting of Bang PD.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The visuals. Oh man. Oh, you know what? It's gonna make me want to go back and watch the video again, actually. The music video. Okay. So that, oh man. So that's representing BT. Oh, that's so crazy. That is so crazy. And you know what? And that beheading thing, I did not see that at all. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I don't remember seeing that at all, man. Oh God. Okay, okay.
6 other men and a woman in the scene, starts a coup. He
Mm.
drives up a car with the men representing BTS and also a cute painting of Bang PD. By the way, this painting has its origins in a Jungkook drawing of Bang PD. It's pretty funny. The King Suga sees this and gives a thumbs down and captures the bottom class Suga. The King Suga wants to kill him and does this graceful sword dance, which apparently Suga learned in 2 days. Meanwhile, bottom class Suga, blindfolded and tied down, starts headbanging, singing DAECHWITA.
Ah, yeah. Yes, yeah. Oh my God. You know, I love that scene as well when he's just there. Yeah, he's just shaking his head, man. That, yeah, I like that scene. But yeah, I didn't. I think it was after I watched the video, after I reacted to the video, I watched it again, and it was only then that I realized that they were playing. He was playing 2 parts. You know, same person, different characters. I only figured it out afterwards. So yeah, yeah. Ah, man. Yeah.
Remember how I told you that DAECHWITA was played when kings were about, or when the army would be marching? The bottom class Suga singing this is an announcement that he is actually the real king. He feels like he's the king. The people under the king, the very ones that were kneeling to him in the beginning, are now joining Suga, headbanging with him. This DAECHWITA is also for them. These kneeling people are armies marching together with the bottom class Suga. At the end, the executioner who was supposed to take down the bottom class Suga actually frees him and gives him a gun. Bottom class Suga grabs this and shoots the king.
Yeah.
I think the MV and the song is a metaphor for BTS and ARMY taking down the existing system and the ruling forces of the industry.
Ah, yes. Oh my God. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this represents the army. Yeah, it must do. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, and I remember that scene. Yeah, it ended with him shooting the king, but it didn't show it. It just stopped. The video stopped, but yeah. Oh God. Oh man. Oh jeez.
Army taking down the existing system and the ruling forces of the industry. The King Suga represents the system, the existing system, the few powerful companies that had control over the industry before BTS came to the scene.
Oh man.
The bottom class Suga is Suga himself in a small company with basically nothing, as if he was born into a bottom class, and winning the people over, eventually taking down the king with BTS and armies. I think Suga picked the perfect motif to convey his message. And if you look at the historical references, you'll be more amazed at how clever this all is.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, yeah.
Well, this single verse has a lot to unpack, but let's just start with this line. The Joseon Dynasty, which is most likely where the song is set in, had a strict class system where there was a heavy discrimination based on which class you were born into. Slaves were not even considered human. They would be traded in cases their owners didn't have enough money, and they were thought of more as just things. Think about the mistreatment that BTS received earlier on in their careers. They faced heavy discrimination due to them being from a small company, and they were mistreated. So it's easy to understand why Suga called himself a slave here. Slaves in Joseon were almost completely blocked off from advancing to higher classes. So for a slave to become a king is basically impossible. But Suga's saying he made it happen.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. So much, man. So much. Oh my God. I love this explanation. This explains a lot. It does. It does. Oh, now it's got me in the mood to want to watch the video again now. Oh, man. I appreciate the song so much more now. I mean, it was already my favorite, like one of my favorite songs. But, you know, Jeez, and we're only halfway through this video, and I'm already appreciating it so much more. Oh man, explanation is crazy, and that caste system, like that caste system or that class system. Yeah, I've heard about those systems anyway. You know, through history and stuff like that. But yeah, but this whole man, you know, the metaphor that he's using to explain, you know, using some historical context with what's happening in his career is just, yeah, man, that's too smart. Way too smart, man.
The following line is a reference to Kwang Hae-gun, the king of Joseon dynasty in the 17th century. He developed paranoia while in power and notoriously became violent and reckless. Hence the line, Berserk Tiger, Kwang Hae flow. But I think there are more reasons Suga referenced Kwang Hae in the lyrics, especially if you consider what his life was like. Kwang Hae-gun had a very roller coaster of a life. Originally, he was a war hero, defending Joseon against the Japanese invasion of 1592, one of the biggest wars in Korean history. His father, who was then king, had fled when the war broke out, and the 18-year-old Prince Kwang Hae led Joseon troops in the battlefield. Rarely at this time did kings or to-be kings go out into the battlefield themselves. So Kwang Hae, fighting with the people, won their hearts over, and there were movements to throne him as the king instead of his father. The father felt threatened by this, so he made a lot of political efforts to stop Kwang Hae from gaining influence. Eventually, Kwang Hae became stuck between two large political powers, and this struggle eventually made Kwang Hae go paranoid and become violent and reckless. Ultimately, he was dethroned after a coup. I think Suga somewhat relates to Kwang Hae, as he himself had been through a tough adolescence, having to go out into the battlefield at an early age, just like Kwang Hae did. He was an idol with no money, from a small company stuck in an industry dominated by big corporations. When Suga started winning battles and gaining power, he must felt a lot of efforts from the existing big powers to keep him away from the throne, like what Kwang Hae experienced from his father when the people wanted him to become the king.
Jeez, wow, this is deep. Man, this is so deep, man. Wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. It's so much, man. And you know what? The amount of effort and time it took to, you know, create this, you know, the visuals, you know, with the lyrics, and all that metaphors, the historical events and stuff like, it's just, man, wow, man. Yeah, big up, man.
Man. Suga mentions putting his past in the rice chest. For many Koreans, the word Tuju, or rice chest, is strongly connected to the tragic story of Sado Seja, which involves him dying in a rice chest. Sado Seja was the son of then King Yeongjo, and his father was extremely harsh on him, humiliating him and scolding him in front of others at a very early age. This became so severe that Sado Seja attempted to commit suicide a few times, but even then, he was treated terribly. He developed what modern doctors diagnose as bipolar disorder and began acting very violently. Eventually, the king ended up hating Sado Seja so much that he orders Sado Seja to go into a rice chest. Sado Seja went in, and he was stuck inside for 8 days and eventually starved to death. Sado Seja had a troubled life, filled with being humiliated and mistreated, and mental health issues just not being understood. Suga has been pretty open about his mental health issues he had when he was growing up, and I think he relates to Sado Seja. He sees himself in him. He says he's putting his past in the rice chest. It's a declaration that he's putting the old troubled Yoongi, the Sado Seja Yoongi, behind and looking at what's ahead of him.
You know what? And I was thinking what that, when I did see I did catch that line when in my reaction video, the rice chest. But yeah, it's just, man, so much behind it. There's so much. Oh my God. Wow. And he was suffering with mental issues as well growing up. And yeah, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. I like that. I like that part. The way he was rhyming and he spat as well. That that was man, that was cool, man. That was cool. Yeah. Popping pills. I remember that one. I remember that line. Yeah. I do remember that.
In the second verse, Suga focuses more on how he's now on the throne and he's better than everybody else. Suga directly name drops Bang PD and also takes a shot at other artists who do drugs thinking that they write better music while they're high. I won't name any names here, but I'm sure you can think of an artist or a few artists for that matter that will be at the butt end of this. Some in bigger companies, in fact.
Oh. Hey, some of you guys, hey, let me know in the comments, man. Who's he talking about? Yeah. Let me know.
Ooh, boy.
The diss aside, this line is also a glimpse into Bang PD's relationship with BTS. In a typical company, it'd be extremely difficult to even mention the name of your boss this openly without putting the honorifics Nim, especially considering how much a veteran and how much older Bang PD is compared to BTS. However, Suga name drops Bang PD as if he was his friend. We can sense that there is a very close bond and assume that Bang PD is very democratic with BTS. The fact that Suga is talking of Bang PD so casually is a flex of its own to others, as it's a sign that BTS has become so big and valuable to the company that he's at level with Bang PD.
Yeah, and that's so, that's so crazy as well, because there is when artists gives a shout out to their to their record labels and their managers or whatever. It's just showing that that they've grown and they're on the top now. That was good, because I did see that, Bang PD, but man. Hey, what can I say, man? What can I say? And also I would, this is what amazes me about these guys, is that how they can just they actually put their feelings on a song. They actually put their feelings on a song. Other songs, it's more like how do you say, some fiction, fiction, fantasy, love stories and stuff like that. But these guys, man, they put their heart out on songs, and I do like that with some artists when they do that. I do like it. You get to know them a bit more personally, and this video has already seen or has already shown that he and again, if you don't know like the deeper meanings, with the metaphors and stuff, you just be like thinking, okay, he's just, he's flexing and doing this and that. But now it's so much more, man. So much more. Yeah, man. Agust D, man. Shout out to you, man.
Now this is an interesting bit. Here Suga uses the Korean word hyunta. Hyunta is an interesting Korean slang that is used all around the internet. Directly translated as wise man's time, it is a word to describe the feeling you get right after you've ejaculated, yes, ejaculated, and you feel no more sexual urges, and you have a moment of clarity in your brain. You feel still, present, and sometimes disappointed that the short moment of satisfaction was all you got and you worked so hard for it. This slang originated from Japan, but it has become a staple in Korean everyday language, and it is widely used in everyday life. outside of sexual situations. Usually in situations when you finally got what you dearly wanted and you wonder, that was it? Suga's saying he's feeling extreme hyunta because he has it all. He has money, he has clothes, he has everything he ever wanted, and there's nothing, no one above him. While this could be considered a small cry for help, I think within the context of this song, it's more of a hard flex. He's saying, others can only dream of what I have, but now I got everything and I feel bored and disappointed. But you won't know how I feel because you never had any of this.
Yeah. God, I hate banging. Yeah.
BTS has been on the top for the past few years, absolutely dominating, with a level of popularity that has never been seen in K-pop before. They're so dominant that it's sometimes easy to forget that they too had humble beginnings. In fact, more humble than most top artists out now today. They had to fight their way through discrimination, mistreatment, and humiliation.
Yeah.
DAECHWITA is a reminder that this was where they started, and they took that system down. And it's also a warning that they had the resilience and the force to go through all of this, to go from slave to king.
Yeah. Oh man.
If you want us to make more videos like this, supporting us on patreon.com/DKDKTV helps us a lot. These explain videos get copyright claimed, thus we make no money off of them, 0 cents. So please consider supporting us on patreon.com/DKDKTV. For just a cup of coffee a month, you can get exclusive content and also help us continue our careers. And until next time, bye-bye.
Yeah. Yes, that was a great video. Another one. Oh, man. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. All right. Okay. That was another DKDKTV video explanation or explained by Korean, and I was not disappointed. It was another great explanation. It was just so much, man. And you know what? Now I watch this, I just want to go back and watch the video again. Of course, not react to it again because you guys already seen the reaction, but I just want to watch it again by myself, and I need to like just take in the visuals. Yeah, I think the first time I was basically going up and down because I was checking the lyrics, looking at the visuals, and I was just going up and down, up and down. But yeah, but the next time I'm just gonna just enjoy the video, because there's so much content. And that part when I didn't even know was it the beheaded part? You know, I didn't, that one just, that skipped past me. I didn't even catch that visual. You know, him holding what looked like a bag with blood on it, representing somebody being beheaded or whatever. Yeah, that was crazy. And then also how he was playing different parts, and I didn't even clock it. Seriously, I didn't even know that the first time watching it, that the king and Agust D, when he's all tied up, yeah, and he's banging his head, yeah, I didn't even know that was both of them. And it was just, I don't know, man, it just slipped my mind. Man. But yeah, no, this was a great song, man. I mean, one of my favorite songs, absolutely. And I appreciate the song so much more now. I appreciate it, but I've got the backstory. I've got some history lesson. You know, it was just all together, man. Oh God, there's so much in that video, so much. Oh man, yeah, and the guys, when he was starting the coup, and they had the guys representing BTS, yeah, and then, you know, taking down the industry, so the industry equals the king, so, you know, and you got the army as well, and it's just so much, man. It's just like, Yeah, but I'm so glad. I'm so glad I checked out this video, man. Oh, yeah. I have to do some more. I have to do some more. Seriously, because there's too many. There's too many. There's too many references that I don't know, that I don't understand. And I like to find out things. That's just me in general. I do like to find out things. So yeah, it would be nice to find out a bit more. So I'm probably gonna do another one of these videos pretty soon to, you know, explain some of the songs that I've reacted to already. So yeah, that will be something that I'll be looking forward to doing. So yeah. Well, anyway, this is the end of the video, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and yet Big Nerd Dean will catch you on the next video, and I'm out of here. Peace.